Welcome to my channel. I'm Zhan Xu. Let's look at the problem 28 in chapter 30. Chapter 30 is about inductance, electromagnetic oscillations, and AC circuits. So there we have AC circuit, right? We have resistor and inductor connected series connection, and also we have a battery. And the initial state we have the R1, and the initial battery is 240 volts, and the time constant we mark it as tau 1. Okay, and the final state we need to change the R2, and the battery we call it V02, and then what we change is we want the tau to be half as along. So that means the final state is the tau 2 equal to half of the tau 1. Agree? So this is the given quantities. Now ask you what new values should you use R and V0. So that means we need to find R2 and V02. So first one we can see the only connection between the initial state and the final state is this one, right? The time constant becomes half of initial. So that means we write down the equation for the time constant. You can say it is relevant to the L and R. This L is inductor, and this R is a resistance. And we can see this inductance is not changed. So that means we just need to change the R resistance, right? So we write it there, tau 2 over tau 1. So put tau 2 and the tau 1 inside. We can say L cancels. So we can get the term equal to R1 over R2. So as we talk about, tau 2 over tau 1 is half, so 1 over 2. Now in this equation, you can see we can write down the R2 equal to 2 times R1, and R1 is given, so we can get R2 there. The second one, we need to find the initial voltage, the voltages V02, right? So how can we calculate the voltages initially? And this is I0 times R, right? Yes. And so we write down the ratios. So for V02 over V01, we can see it tells us the current steady state. So the current will not change. I0 and I0 change. So this I0 cancels. So we can say this is equal to R2 over R1. R2 over R1 from there, we can say it's just equal to 2, right? So very easily we can write down V02 equal to 2 times V01, and then input V01 inside, we get answer there. Thank you.